This is deep, powerful insight. Real life, real struggle, kingdom answers. I'm Prelate Apostle Dr. Charles Jones, and this is your message from God. As I was in meditation, the Spirit showed me something. The mountain. Before I could even speak on it, the Lord reminded me, Charles, tell your story first. See, sometimes before revelation comes, there's got to be some resistance. Before elevation, there's confrontation. I was acquainted with churches, many of them, families tied to families, ministries tied to ministries. And since I was 20 years old, that world was what I knew. Decades of loyalty. Then one day, the heads came to me and said, "Man of God, help us. We need your experience." So I fasted. I consulted heaven. I sought the Almighty. And after prayer, I said, "Yes, Lord, I'll try." But as soon as my wife and I stepped in, it was as if all of hell broke loose. People I once sat with, people I once laughed with, prayed with, now turned with hands ready to wound. Family, friends, fellow ministers, and I couldn't understand it at first. So I prayed, I cried, I endured. I had to remind myself, as a leader, I cannot react, I must respond. Not in the church way, not in the religious way, but in the kingdom way. And even when they lied, gaslighted, tried to kill my reputation and my name, I held my peace. Because I knew something they didn't. They could not destroy what they did not ordain. And I came to realize, no weapon formed against the chosen, against the anointed, can prosper. They can lie, they can plot, they can throw stones, but I own this moment. I will not break. I will rise. Because the Almighty reminded me, you're Neo in the Matrix. What do I mean? Every bullet meant to destroy me freezes mid-air when I walk in purpose. The enemy's attacks slow down to powerless attempts when I stand in my divine identity. And that's when the Spirit said, Charles, the mountain. Now, church, what is a mountain? Is it just a pile of rock and earth that rises high before us? Or could it be symbolic? A representation of everything that tests our faith, our courage, and our endurance. Let me teach for a moment. A mountain represents three things. Elevation. You cannot go higher without a climb. Obstruction. It tests your determination and humility. Encounter. It's where God meets his prophets. Moses, Elijah, even Christ himself. Mountains separate the pretenders from the possessors. They separate the called from the chosen. Leaders, can I ask you something? Why are we climbing this mountain? Especially when there are winds, storms, betrayal, and resistance coming at us from every side. Let me answer it for you. We climb because the mountain is not meant to stop us. It's meant to stabilize us. We climb because the strength gained in the climb prepares us for the sight at the summit. We climb because what's at the top can't be accessed from the bottom. That's why the old song said, Lord, don't move the mountain, but give me the strength to climb. Because if he moves it, I'll never develop the legs of faith. If he removes it, I'll never learn spiritual endurance. If he makes it easy, I'll never know I'm strong. Now that I'm older, I understand. Every battle doesn't need a sword and shield. Sometimes wisdom is the best weapon. Sometimes silence is sanctified strategy. It's about knowing who you are and who you work for. And yes, when everyone forsakes you, so what? Like my brother Job, we can lose it all. Health, family, possessions, yet still bow and say, though he slay me, yet will I trust him. See, Satan doesn't attack you because you're weak. He attacks you because you're dangerous, because you are a high threat to his kingdom. And his close calls, they were never real calls. They were close calls. He couldn't touch the destiny sealed by divine hand. When my wife was attacked, that near-fatal accident, and then when I was struck with a double stroke, both sides of my brain damaged at the same time. My body weakened, but my spirit sharpened. Then came more attacks. But I thank you, Satan. Yes, I said it. Because all you did was make my discernment sharper, my vision clearer, and my anointing heavier. Now I see the unclean spirits for what they are. Not family, not people, but demonic assignments. So like Neo in the Matrix, I climb when I choose to climb. And if I choose to dismiss the mountain, then the mountain must obey. Because the Messiah said, if you have faith, you shall say to this mountain, be thou removed and cast into the sea. Sometimes the command is to climb. Sometimes it's to dismiss. Either way, the power is in the voice of the anointed. And just like Christ looked at that fig tree and said, you will bear fruit no more, he reminded me, when something or someone refuses to produce divine fruit, cut it off. So today, leaders, I declare, whatever your mountain is, it will no longer master you. You have divine authority to climb it, speak to it, or move it. Don't fear betrayal, it's proof of promotion. Don't curse the climb, it's building your capacity. Don't shrink under pressure, pressure produces oil. And when you've been counted out, when they've written your name off, when they thought the stroke, the lie, the loss would silence you, surprise the enemy and stand. Because this is not your end, this is your elevation. I am Prelate Apostle Dr. Charles Jones. This has been a Charles Jones Ministries production.